Hi everyone, it's Anthony from RUOK Recycling again. Over the last few months we've been waiting to do this video and I'll start with a little disclaimer. First of all, thank you for watching. Something you're going to want to watch from start to finish. It won't be very long. And it's a little bit of a story about what's gone on the last few months and what we intend to do from the 9th of August through to the 9th of September. So it's not about a pity thing, it's not about anything else, it's just what's happened to myself and what's driving us to do what we're doing the next month. So those of you who have been customers of mine or who know me or have worked with me know that this year has been a little bit of an interesting struggle. On, I think, sort of February, March, dealing with quite a few personal issues and a massive amount of personal failures and terrible choices. Dealing with some issues, I struggled with the business, struggled with myself, and I was at a point suffering a massive amount of depression, not dissimilar to, I suppose, PTSD or trauma, really struggling with everyday life, let my staff down, the customers down, and spent a few months at home, really struggling to get out of bed and struggling with myself emotionally and mentally, obviously. This led to 3:40 a.m, I think it was on about the 10th or 12th of February, driving along Port Hacking Road, heading to Gunnedah Bay with a pair of handcuffs and a plan to handcuff myself to the bottom of my father's mooring in the middle of the bay to leave this world, because it was a struggle. It was very, very hard for a long time. And I decided to reach out and call someone at 20 to 4 in the morning, and he answered that call. And that was the call that changed the course of my life and my growth back to where I used to be as a person and to what we're going to talk about in a minute. I've been blessed to have some wonderful support. A lot of people that have known me for a long time couldn't see or didn't want to acknowledge or couldn't understand the struggle. Which is unfortunate because they sort of threw me away on a pile of rubbish or out with the trash, pardon the pun. But that's fine. Everyone isn't able to understand mental health, and I've been able to do that for most of my life. But experiencing severe depression myself has been a terrible struggle, but a fantastic realisation just how hard it is. So from that phone call, it led me to coming back to the depot in the morning and just being blessed and surrounded by some wonderful people. So with the help of Kylie House, Vess, Lils, Linda, and my amazing sister, and the person that asked, "Are you okay?" Khan, I've been able to come back from that dark place. And I've always been a very empathetic, caring person, and I'm amazed at the fact that when you choose to look after yourself, the amazing possibilities that come from that. And the reason we're talking about this is because, as I said before, on the 9th of September, it's Are You OK Day. And I want to just put this out there so people understand you don't know what people are going through. You don't know what's happening behind the scenes. We got a little bit of hate, or I got a little bit of hate about this and waffling and all the rest of it. And it's funny how people sometimes unable to notice the little changes, the little signals, the little calls for help. And I was blessed that when I decided to no longer show that I needed help and just make that fatal choice that I had one last reach out. I'm a great supporter of Beyond Blue and Lifeline and several other mental health charities, but I'm passionate about RUOK because of what it is. It's the question before the support. It's the, are you okay? Then we go and get support. And are you okay? Then we go and do this. And we were lucky enough last year to raise several $1,000s through our recycling business. Unfortunately, the plan to do it this year has fallen away because of COVID. But the plan has re-emerged itself as we're currently the only return and collection point that's open to the public. And obviously we do our collection services. So I want to make sure that I look after who's looked after me. We've got thousands of wonderful customers out here at Macarthur. We've had to rationalise our business and streamline our business and our collection services and bring them back more locally so we can do 40 bins a truck a day rather than 20. And that's a hard decision to make, and we've done that. And to all the people in Richmond, Windsor, Hornsby, Penrith, Parramatta, Kellyville, all over Sydney where we do our collection services, because we want to try and reach and help as many people engage with the scheme. I'm really sorry that we've had to refund your subscriptions and bring those bins back and redeploy them locally. One of the things that is important for me is to stand up and look after this wonderful area of Macarthur. When I struggled earlier in the year, the amount of support and the amount of we'll stick with you, we're with you, we'll wait, we're happy, we understand, as I continually fell down before I was able to be lifted up and then to stand up myself. It was amazing. One of those things where most of you who continue to support us, we're just coming down to recycling, but you're doing so much more than that. So during this time when the entire return and scheme is shut down, except for us, as we chose to follow the health advice, we're doing two things. For people in the Camden LGA, you can come down to our site. You'll need to book first, and you're able to return your containers using our tag and go system. So you'll tag and we'll send you an EFT payment in 3 days, 4 days. And then we've got Campbelltown. Everyone in the Campbelltown LGA, which is where I live. And the way people are acting to each other at the moment and over the last sort of 12, 18 months, it's been amazing. And I'm proud of where I live, and I'm grateful to live in the city of Campbelltown. Unfortunately, everyone in Campbelltown can't come to our depot because I'm mindful that we need to make sure that we're doing the right thing and not following the health orders, but doing better than the health orders say. So we're only accepting Camden LGA into the depot, but all of those bins that we're bringing back, I'm offering them to Campbelltown. Obviously with our collection service, because there's costs involved in us running it, there is a cost. It's $21 subscription a year, so $21 a year. And there's a setup fee. The setup fee is $55. And as I said to all of you before in the video, we want to do something for RUOK Day. So what we're doing is from the 9th of August through to the 9th of September to raise awareness and hopefully an absolute mountain of donations, is we're cutting the setup fee to $40 from $55, and the $15 we're cutting, we all donate to RUOK. So every person that signs up to our collection service during that time, we will donate $15. And we're also saving you $15 in the setup fee because everyone's doing it tough. But at least this way you're able to return your containers and your containers aren't sitting in your backyard for the next 10 weeks. I'm blessed to be able to do this, and I'm just doing this locally. So the area is just sort of from Prestons down to Campbelltown and Camden. So anyone in those areas can have our collection service. And if you do that and sign up, know that you're helping yourself go through and organise to get your containers returned so they don't end up in landfill at the moment. You're helping us because we've got no assistance from anyone financially. And a couple of weeks ago, it was clear, as everyone thought we were closed, we lost about 93% of our revenue. So you'll be helping us get back on our feet, and you'll be helping me say thank you to "Are you okay?" The simple phrase which starts the healing for anyone that's suffering from mental illness, which at this time is so much more needed than ever before. So I'm grateful that you all were able to sit down and watch this video. I'm thankful that we are able to reach out, and I'm at a place where I'm back to who I used to be, and I'm able to speak about my struggle so that that may resonate with everyone out there, so that we can start that conversation and people will understand the value of what we're doing and the drive for Red Frog since we first started Nepean 3 years ago, the community connection and the aspect that we have. It's really so very important for me to try and help where we can, but also make sure the business still functions and we can do the right thing by all of the wonderful, supportive, caring people in my community that have just decided, just by continuing to support me through my struggle, I'm able to now do the same. We've had Campbelltown Council, Camden Council, and the EPA and the Return and Earn all say that the Return and Earn scheme is completely closed, even though they knew that we weren't. But it's okay. There's other things that are more important for those bodies to worry about. So as our councils and the EPA forget about Camden and Campbelltown, I won't forget the support I received in February, March this year, and I am so blessed to be able to be strong enough to return the support to you all over the next few months as we continue to lock down, to help you make sure that those containers are recycled, that you don't end up with mice and Lord knows what else in your backyard as you have hundreds and hundreds of containers store up. I sincerely thank you, and I appreciate you, and I appreciate your time.